Roadfly.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.
Hi, and welcome to RoadflyTV. I'm Elizabeth Kreft. Today we're taking a look at the 9th generation Honda Civic. It's the 2012 EX edition. New sheet metal, upgraded performance. We're going to take a hard look at this redesign. Honda said when they redesigned the 2012, they really wanted the Civic to look like a Civic, so they haven't changed the dimensions, but they did keep that monoform styling. Civic fans are going to notice some changes though. The crease along the side, for instance, definitely stands out. And Honda says they really wanted to improve the aerodynamics of the car, and so they made this really aggressive front. And that leads to the fuel economy, which is 39 miles per gallon on the highway. Now I'm constantly traveling, so when I look at a trunk, I always want to see how many suitcases can fit back there. This trunk can easily handle 2, 3 large suitcases, probably 4 or 5 small ones. And that's without folding down the rear seats, which obviously adds a lot of cargo capacity. Honda improved the 1.8-liter iVTEC 4-cylinder engine, so you get 140 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque. So even though Honda shrunk the wheelbase, they actually found a way to bring more room to the interior, almost 4 cubic feet. In the front, you actually get 3 extra inches of shoulder room, and in the back, you get an extra inch. And when you talk about rooms for the legs back here, Charlie, who's 6'3", was the last one to drive this car. And you can see how much room there is for me at 5'7" back here. Honda claims it's about another 1.5 inches of legroom, and yeah, for some guys, 1.5 inches really makes a difference. Yes, Emmy, I went there. In non-eco mode, the Civic delivers 28 miles per gallon in the city and 39 miles per gallon on the highway. So the Civic is a partially zero emissions vehicle. Obviously, all those standards started out in California, and more states now have adopted those standards. However, don't expect to get that hybrid tax credit or any of those breaks because this car doesn't qualify. So the Generation 9 stays true to the twin-tier dash design that was found in the Generation 8. So on the bottom display you have the analog tachometer, and on the top you have the digital speedometer, and then right next to it you're going to find the iMid, which is the Intelligent Multimedia Information Display, and that houses all the good info about the car. So with the iMid, it makes it really easy to control. You have the controls on the steering wheel. You can either pop through your different satellite radio stations, you can look at the different functions for the car, check your oil status. It really does make it pretty convenient to check on all the different things you're looking at in the car. So when you get in the car, you're not going to miss the economy button on the left-hand side. When you engage that, it smooths out the throttle mapping, so that really helps improve on the fuel economy. But if you need that extra zip on the highway, maybe to pass somebody, like I like to do, you need to disengage that button. You're really not going to get that get up and go that you need out of a car unless you take that off. In the EX version and up, you're going to get a 6-speaker audio system. You've got navigation, a good big display there, and you've got Bluetooth capability, along with a USB port. What you're not going to see is, in other cars we've tested, as soon as you put that in reverse, on the big beautiful screen up here, you'll see that rear parking assist. Not going to get that in this car. So when I do test these cars, I get a chance to do a lot of highway and city driving. I live in DC, drive over a lot of potholes. The handling and the stability in this car definitely met my expectations for a car at this price point. And I don't take those turns as fast as some people, so the stability, felt good, but this car also comes with a vehicle stability assist. So if you're like some other crazy drivers I know, like Charlie, and you need that extra help, that feature is there. I would have liked a little more power. I felt like the throttle response was a little sluggish, and when I hit that gas pedal, I just could not pass some of the people I wanted to on the highway. So that is definitely a little downside for me. The nice thing for me is this car didn't ever feel bulky. I always judge a car harshly on whether or not it makes it easy for me to parallel park. And the turning radius was great. I have really small parking options in DC, so this car was it was helpful to have this car the last few days. The base price for the EX is $22,005, and this EX as tested is $22,775. All in all, the 9th generation Civic does not depart much from the 8th generation. But if you're a fan of Honda's reliability and you want a car to get you from point A to point B, then take a look at the 2012 Civic EX. That's all for RoadflyTV today. I'm Elizabeth Kreft. Check out our YouTube page, make a lot of comments, and if you want to download the window sticker for this car, go to roadflytv.com. But if you're a fan of this manufacturer's reliability, blah, blah, blah. Again, I'm nerdy talk manufacturer. To do the aerodynamic, blah, blah, blah.
That's all right. crack up. I can't make that up.
Sorry. And crap, sorry. So